Tyler Stewart is Tyler's actually the first pro that I ever coached and ever worked with. So we've been on the longest journey, I think, of any of my athletes in many ways. Tyler is a unique individual. She's the warrior of Purple Patch. She balances a tremendous amount in her life, and I think it comes with the most unique approach of maybe all of the athletes. We started with Tyler actually as an Amateur World Champion in Hawaii, and over the course of the last years have progressed her to racing competitively at pro level, finally an Ironman Champion at Coeur last year, as well as getting top 10 in Hawaii last year. But she has to balance an incredibly busy life. She works 50 or 60 hours a week. She owns her own dog boarding and grooming business, Wags, in San Francisco with her husband, Johnny. And that's an important part of her life. So her ability to train many hours is compromised. On top of that, she has a very busy schedule. So whereas many pro athletes are training 25 or 30 hours a week, Tyler's really limited to about 15 hours a week, and it really works for her. We have a tremendous focus with her on functional strength and really a lot of intensity. We don't do very much volume with her at all. Any volume that we do is really limited to very small training camps that we periodically place throughout the year. This year, already last year, I think that she went into Hawaii a little overtired. I think the accumulation of her life with training caught up to her a little bit. And she actually made a decision, a really bold decision, to go on a different tangent this year. And it was remarkable to see. She started to focus purely on riding and bike racing the first half of this season. She didn't run a step from January until June, and did very well, predictably, at bike racing, and now has shifted back to Ironman focus in the second half of this year. That leaves her going into the race this year, not fatigued from a long season, incredibly enthusiastic for the race, and very healthy, much more vibrant than last year. And the ironic thing is, I think her running is better than it ever has been. We've really focused on intensity. We've done very few long runs. She must be the most least trained in terms of volume of any athlete that's going to be on the starting line in Hawaii this year. But I actually expect her to be strongest in the back half of this race. So I would expect to see her coming through on the bike and having a very, very strong ride, and then really putting together a good marathon. And I think this could be a sneaky good race for her this year. Either way, she's a tremendous ambassador for Purple Patch and a great athlete, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her race this year.